God, will honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this earth, pushing this word and truth. A short video. We'll get straight into it. I haven't been keeping up. Due to some shit's just been hectic and I still no excuse. So I'm gonna say Salakia for that, sincerely Salakia. Moving on, I really try to do that which is required of me. As all men should. Understand? It really takes nothing to do the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So I just want to sincerely apologize to the Akim, whoever watching this video. Nevertheless, let me get straight into it. It says, Internet cut during protests in India's violence hit Gms.S.O.T.E. Alright, so the title for the video is a preview, one of many, because we've been seeing, the scriptures talk about wars and rumors of wars. We've been seeing many minor wars all over the place, a lot of conflict, a lot of there's a lot of violence, a lot of civil wars, uproars at the people. We know there's a sign of the coming of Yahushai, right? But when I read through this, when I read through this article, one precept came to mind, So, moving on, it says, authorities in the northeastern India state of Manipur suspended internet and mobile services and imposed an indefinite curfew on Saturday in areas where protesters will be besieging politicians' homes over deadly inter-ethnic violence. Right, so they're taking the frustration out on the politicians, so they cut the internet and so on and so forth. Right, so they are oppressing people further. Nevertheless, it says, in the latest death, security forces found 3 bodies believed to be members of the majority Meitei or Maitai, however the hell is pronounced, that community in a river on Friday. Meitei, I guess, was captured by men from the Kuki ethnic group. So there are 2 classes of Indians then. You understand? 2 classes of Indian. They're all Indian, but 2 classes, I guess. Because they're talking about one ethnic group basically trying to ethnic cleanse the other one. It says at least 250 have died and 60,000 been uprooted in Manipur since May last year in intercommunal clashes over government grants and quotas in jobs and education. A senior state politician told Reuters that large numbers of protesters had gathered and demanded to meet lawmakers in the state captured Imphal on Saturday. It said when their demands were ignored, they stormed residences, set fire to vehicles, and vandalized properties, he told Reuters under condition of anonymity. So they say, right, when their demands were ignored, so they ignored people because they wasn't of the same ethnic group. You understand that? Why they taking the frustration out on y'all. You understand? It says mobs besieged the homes of at least 9 lawmakers, according to the security officials and the politicians. From 4 residences were vandalized. My house is currently under attack. BJP lawmaker L. Meitei, you see? So the Meitei is not and apparently from what I understand from the article, these are the ones in power over the Kuki or whatever, and they over the Kuki ethnic group, and they just ignoring the needs of the people, right? And the reason I entitled this video a preview, one of many, is because this is going to start happening all over the place in time to come. All right, so well, they have their country set up like that. We have political parties, and when the political parties not listening to the people, how much the people going to take? You understand? I don't know. I really can't say for Trinidad because we are very lackadaisical people. You know, I must say we're very lackadaisical. Do we what you want once we have a party to go and rum to drink? Nothing is a problem. So who knows? All right. It says where was I? It says here told Reuters by phone from another location saying he had information a crowd had surrounded his home. There has been some damage to my house, glasses, window panes broken, but the security forces were able to disperse the mobs before they could enter, he said. The 6 family members were reported missing in the aftermath of violence on Monday when 10 armed Cookie men died in a gunfight with security forces. Last week, a 31-year-old woman of the Ma group within the Cookie tribal community was burned alive in the state's Jiriban district. Cookie groups blamed Mete militants. The government has sent extra security forces and promised firm action against violent members of both communities in the state of 32 million people. Manipur has become divided into 2 ethnic enclaves, a valley controlled by the Metis and hills dominated by the Cookies. The areas are separated by a stretch of no man's land monitored by federal paramilitary forces. So yeah, so basically they under martial law right now. Curfew, no internet, you know what I mean? And this is what is going to come in time to come when people rise up. You understand? This is what's going to happen all over the place in many countries, not just India. It's going to be spread. They just one of the wars and rumors are wars. You understand? That marks that consecrates that the time of the Lord is near. I'm gonna get a precept that came to mind, right? One precept came to mind and is in the book of 2nd Ezra 15. You know? 15 and 16. It says I could read from 15. It says, "For the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand." Yeah, so the modern day sword is what they gun. It's a 10 armed Cookie men were killed in a firefight by security forces protecting the Mete. You know what I mean? One people standing against another, right? One against another. As a sign, you know what I mean? These are signs of things to come that herald in the coming of Yahushua HaMashiach, right? It says, "For and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in power." Right? So the whatever action they go take, it will be in their power. Meaning, hey, if we could do this, let we do this. No second thoughts about it. We could swing on them, let we swing on them, so to speak. Right? You see, they kidnap 6 family members, kidnap them, and find 3 bodies in a river. So on and so forth. Surround the politician house because we could do that. We didn't get to enter because the security forces was overpowering, but we surround the house, we break up some window, whatever. Yeah, the course of the action should stand in the power. Right? They regard the government. Forget the government, forget all the security, forget how much army all they have, we coming. That way it say they shall not regard the kings, no princes. Right? Verse 17. "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy the houses with the sword, and spoil the goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation." You understand? And for great tribulation. Because only oppressing the people see me. You understand? Only oppressing the people see me because the people bringing their issues to only because only is the prominent, you know what I mean? And only ignoring them. So they're taking matters into their own hands. We are not nobodies. You know what I mean? Because of the action stand in the power. You understand? We lacking in education, good jobs, so on and so forth, as the article say. And they're taking it out on them. They're taking out the frustration back on them, same way. You know? Nevertheless, that was just the point I wanted to bring across on the article. They just a preview of things that are going to come in, because we know the times are coming is going to get much harder, much worse, and the people hearts are going to be more cold. Understand? The heart will wax cold. Yeah? So that was the Kalal Bashim Shai Bashim Kakadash. Once again, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule and teach well. Peace and salutation to the brothers and the four corners that is pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Alright, until next time, shalom.